Hi everyone, welcome to your Moon in Aries reading. As you guys know, these readings are, well, ultimately timeless and signless. So it really doesn't matter what your placements are, what the moon is. When you're watching this video, if you have found it and it resonates with you, then chances are there are messages in here for you. And if some things resonate but something doesn't, it's possible that that thing is going to be for you, but it hasn't come to your conscious awareness as yet. So as our guides say, ideological flexibility is important, right? Making sure that we allow ourselves to be able to pivot and practice non-resistance and non-attachment in order to step into that greater flexibility. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Janelle. Hi, and I'm here with the Compassionate Heart School. If you would like any assistance with your journey in the form of energy healing services, intuitive readings, or mentoring, just you know where I am, okay? So let's jump in. This moon reading in Aries is going to be for the dates of January 25th to January 27th, all right? So if this reading is for you, then the title that came to me, I don't even know if it's going to end up this title, but the title that came to me for this reading is Don't Give Up Just Yet. Number one. Second message coming through already, your friends are just around the corner. They're right around the corner. So I'm feeling money coming in. I'm feeling friendships, new connections that are here to stay is what I'm getting. So I'm feeling a lot of aloneness coming through for this group. I'm feeling dusting off of your hands, finding yourself in the dustbin as well. Some of you may actually be experiencing some shortages in money at this time. I'm also feeling that a lot of people with Leo placements, for whatever reason, Leo is being highlighted right now, that you may be feeling particularly affected for whatever reason. Aries placements particularly affected. People in general, and just if this sounds like you, then hey, welcome. I'm also getting a lot of shame. Some of you are feeling really ashamed right now. But of course, you know, shame and guilt, shame is shame is feeling bad about who you are, and guilt is feeling bad about what you've done. But as you know, because we live literally as human beings, we are in a state of misperception. We're not seeing, because if we were seeing the truth, we would see no form there. We wouldn't see the ukulele over there, we wouldn't see the cards here, and this is a desk, and be able to distinguish. We would just see light, because that's all there is. But what is being, it's like seeing the palette, but what is projected onto the light, that's us. So we're seeing things based on the lens that we carry, 2 minutes, 44 seconds. So I do want to let you know that, hey, if you're seeing something negative and not good about yourself, you're not feeling good about who you are, I'm afraid I have to tell you, but I'm also happy I'm going to have to tell you, it's you. That's the lens you're choosing to see, and so therefore you are directly choosing to have a certain experience. Okay, so basically, if you're looking in a mirror and you're seeing trash, then I'm just gonna be like, oh well, wow, of all the things you could imagine and choose to experience right now, you're choosing to experience a reality where you are nothing but trash. And then it's like, why? Because when I look at you, I'm totally not seeing that, right? Because I don't have the lens you have, and you're seeing through your wounds. So right now, I'd like to say, straighten up, soldier. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. I'm getting the clown energy as well. Spirit is trying to lighten your mood. Some of you are moving like clowns is what I'm getting. And when I say moving like clowns, not like saying, dude, you need to get yourself together, you're out here clowning around. No, it's like you may be literally physically bumping into things, moving. You may, pardon this, but you may fart out of the blue and like, oh my God, or you may snort when you're laughing. Like these little things are popping up in your existence. Or I'm feeling somebody here laughing because they're seeing that in other people. That's the universe's way of trying to make you laugh. Hold on, let me take a sip of this awesome tea. Oh, let me take another sip. Two songs that were coming through as I tapped into this energy that's going on right now for you guys who are watching and for whom this message is for. One of those songs is Have You Seen Her? Do remember? Tell me, have you seen her? Yeah, why, oh why did you have to leave and go away? Right? And another one is If You Think You're Lonely Now. Ooh, yes, okay. Let me go pause and go listen to these songs. Just kidding, no, who has the time? But love those songs from back in the day, right? Wait until tonight, girl. Everyone's waiting. Okay, it is 11:58. Where you at? But anyway, that's for another video altogether. You get the point, okay? All right, see, look, despair. Spirit is like, remember Pogs? Oh my God, why are we going way back? Remember Pogs? If you do, hello, you are officially old, like me. But we're also young, right? We're old with the E at the end. I'm getting like Pogs. It's like, boom. Spirit is like, they're like throwing this gift card. It's boom. It's knocking out your despair. They're like, how could you be in this state of despair when we're like, boom, we've given you something. So this goes back to what they were saying. Your friends, your all of this, your boon, B-O-O-N is in Nancy, your boon is right around the corner. Hence the message, don't give up just yet. So let's see, energetically speaking, we're reading for this moon in Aries, but as you know, I'm reading the energies that are also in the mix as these energies from this moon transiting the sign of Aries is going on, okay? I'm going to go ahead and pull you in a little bit, because notice how you were like kind of hiding off to the side. Not you, but energetically, the experiences that some of you may be having is one where you're doing that, right? So we're just going to go pull you in. All right. Also, if you do enjoy this content, God bless you, please go ahead and press the like button or the thumbs up button, depending on where you're watching. And thank you so much for doing that and supporting the channel, right? God is good. So are you. Whoa. Okay, let's get it go. See, it's almost like the minute we spoke some faith into you guys, all of a sudden, all like you wanted to come on camera, like you wanted to come into the fold, things were bubbling all over, you're ready. So let's talk about this. There's a lot of you who may have felt that you missed the boat recently, and it's almost like, and I've got nothing beside me but my own dog to there's a dog right there, but my own dog to like, I have only one dog in this fight, and it's laying at my feet and it barely wants to get up, right? It's kind of like this energy. But Spirit is like, no, you just haven't you haven't stepped into this as yet. And in fact, really heavy Aries vibes going on, so much so that those with Aries placements, they're bringing me back to your actual Aries reading, the astro reel that we put out recently. I can't remember what the title of that was, but it was basically talking about, because a lot of you really did get a humbling experience recently, and it's kind of like, hey, but something's going to happen the minute you get out of your grief. Ooh, there we go. The minute you get out of your grief and you choose to start looking at what's going on. Listen, 5 of Cups energy, 5 of Cups, 3 cups are on the ground. You're crying over spilled cuppage, and you're not seeing the 2 that are right behind you. Now, what was coming through in that reading for the Aries placements, and it does apply to people in this is the energy in this reading here, right? What was coming through is that if you choose, right, to focus on what has been given to you, focus on the gifts, focus on the great things around you, gratitude, all right, that's always going to help. That's the healing, all healing thing. If you do that, then you will finally step into what was sent to you. Like, you've got all these Amazon packages outside your door, and you haven't even brought them in because you're focusing on the Christmas tree that fell. And you're like, dude, how am I going to clean this up? Oh man, this is grandma's favorite ornament. It broke. Like, dude, okay, we on it, but like, we can come back to that later. Go get the packages, see what's in there. That's going to lift your spirits. And when you're in a more firm state of being, you're bolstered, you're strengthened, you're loved, you're feeling good again. You were always loved, you just couldn't see it, right? You're feeling good about yourself again. Then looking at that Christmas tree is not going to be a big deal, number 1. Number 2, you're going to be like, oh shoot, let me just go grab some glue and put this back together. You'll realize nothing was really lost here. And I needed to get rid of the tree anyway. And if this tree hadn't fallen, I would have been stuck until June with this tree, because I was not going to be discarding this tree because I'm busy doing other stuff. So you got stuck in a rut, an emotional rut, and now it's time to get out. So during this time, maybe it's because the Aries energy is kind of coming through with this moon. The moon's in Aries, so emotionally we're getting a little bit of a color of this. This energy is pretty strong here, right? So Spirit is saying, come on, hop to it. Let me take another sip here. I was just about to say, you're not excommunicated. So lots of feelings going on. And again, I do have to be 100. I do feel that if this reading is for you, remember, you don't have to have Aries placements. If this reading is for you, you may well have been humbled. Yeah, you may have humbled other people or attempted to, or just whatever, and in return got humbled by yourself. You see how the guides are saying, by yourself. You humbled yourself, right? So you may have attempted to, it's like, how did you use your breath? You see here? Air. Here it is. It's like, imagine using your breath, communicating to like boom into someone else, but thereby depleting your own oxygen. So when we say we get back what we put out, here we are. And I think that there was a little bit of a balancing of the scales, and a lot of people, may have had to contend with that. And of course, we're going to feel kind of bad about it if that was you, right? But it's time to get out. Hey, look, the present. It's time to step into the present moment and open the presents that God has given you, right? Farewell to the moon. Here we are. Yes, it's time. Look at the sun. Energy field adjustment. Aura cleansing and health. Now, I do want to say I don't want to say there's a such thing as delay, because wherever you are, there you are. 11 minutes, 11 seconds. If you are someplace, there's kind of no idea of I'm supposed to be somewhere else, I should have been somewhere else, I'm late or I'm early. There's only that in the sense of where we're all hoping you will have been, or what, maybe you've exceeded that expectation that you and your guide set, or you may have fallen short of that expectation that you and your guide set for you. However, please don't get that confused with the idea of you could be there, because the truth is, if you could be, if you had cultivated a certain mindset, a certain whatever, that would have gotten you not to have stayed too long in one area of your life or whatever. But the truth is, you were not there because you needed more practice in something. And so I'm getting this idea of there having been a delay for you, in a sense of that you've been a little bit of delayed in stepping into this bounty and opening up 12 minutes, 12 seconds, opening up to other people. The reason why is grief. Some of you were in your grief. I heard somebody say, I was told to sit down and shut up. I literally heard that. I was told to sit down and shut up, right? And so let's talk about that. Look, oh, cute. Let's talk about that. They're saying that, yes, they understand. Some of you may have received kickback from what you did do or what you put out into the world, and so is the nature of the world. But just because you're getting kickback from somebody or being told that you're not good enough, or you're being ushered out of something, does not make it so. Sometimes we live in a world that or in a society, in a culture, right? We can, the world abounds with different levels of cultures and societies and blah, 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 different expressions of it. And maybe you're just in one that is not feeling what it is that you had to say. That's the first thing. The second thing is also remembering that, you know what? Again, the message can be lost in the delivery. It's plain and simple. No one wants to be shouted at. No one wants to be slapped around. No one wants to be bullied around. No one wants to be told what to do sometimes, right? So you have to understand that if your intention is to communicate to others, let alone to even ask them if they'd like to have a piece of peach or cake or whatever, I love how those are coming up, guess what? It would probably help you to get on the same page in terms of the language that you're using, in terms of the manner of speech. I know there's like this idea out there in the world where it's like, oh my God, I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep my crown on. I'm a baddie. I'm this, I'm that. And this is who I am, and get used to it or get lost. And listen, that's great. That's you vibing in a certain space. But what you're doing in that certain space is you're definitely signing yourself up to only be in a certain realm. And that's fine if you want to be in a realm of people who vibe with that, but they're just going to match that energy for you. And so that's why they say, if you can't take what you put out there, then you have to start considering what you're putting out there. Because I think a lot of people say certain things, they do certain things, they're in bravado, they're this, they're that, but they're actually coming from a place of their wounds. And sometimes they disguise it in saying, oh, I'm just saying this, 14 minutes, 44 seconds. I'm just saying this because people need to hear it. I'm saying it this way because some people need to hear it this way. And I'm saying this because I've been here. And and it's kind of like we're in this world where it's kind of like, do you need to say it at all? Wait, so you feel that something needs to be said here, right? But does it need to be said by you? And does it need to be said right now? And does it need to be said in the way that you think it needs to be said? And when does it, like, you see, so we're all in our perceptions. Even the stuff I'm saying, right? I can't give this to you and expect you to just blindly follow and, oh my God, all of this is coming through because blah, blah, blah. And no, you are responsible for your own ideas. And I'm responsible for the way I put things out. So if I'm sitting here thinking I need to you in order for you to listen or this and that, that's an act of force and it's an act of violence. And so I think a lot of times we have these signs like Aries, a lot of these signs, sometimes Capricorn can be a little much, Dad, what are you talking about, Dad, right? There could be these expressions of these signs that kind of throw their weight around. And the truth is that, not to say that people are disposable, but in a sense, yeah. And I think that it's not that people want to say, sit down and shut up, right? It's that people or energy or the universe or just your higher self or whoever, the fact is you're responsible for the impressions and the mark that you leave on the world. Now, please don't confuse that with you being responsible for how somebody chooses to take what you've done, right? Those are two different things. But there is a sense of responsibility. Look at that, the unseen. Because, this is kind of what it goes back to. Look, adjustment. This goes back to what the guides have been talking about a lot. It's about balance. Balance. So if you are saying something or doing something, expressing yourself out in the world with your energy, and you're doing so based on, for reals, love-based considerations, you're thinking in terms of how the other person might receive it. You're thinking in terms of how best to structure it so that they're open and receptive to it. If you're a teacher, one of the things that, we learn when we're teaching in school, because if you guys know me, and you probably know this because you follow my channel, I used to teach in school, in classes, right? You have to consider the needs of your students. If you have a student that is not emotionally able to hear what it is that you're saying, you're going to lose the student. They're not going to be able to learn their reading. They're going to shy away from math. They're going to stop coming to class. They're going to rebel. They're going to whatever based on their personality. So when you teach, you consider the needs of the student, because it's not just about the message. Because guess what? Not to humble all of us, but the message does not need to come through you. You think it does. I don't even think it does. If it comes through you and there's someone who wants to listen, like, wow, thanks. Oh my God, thank you so much. You're the one, right? Okay. But God can work through many people. God can work through the side of a bus. You could tie your laces and look down and see a trail of ants, and they'll communicate to you what you can pay somebody to tell you, right? If you're open to receiving it that way and you can read that incoming energy. But my point is that the humbling here is not that people are saying, sit down and shut up, or get out of here, or whatever. It's about learning how to interrelate. Look at that, yeah. Learning how to interrelate. And, I'm like, well, yeah, and of course, here it is with the Libra energies that I'm carrying. Literally, Libran stuff, right? The diplomacy. Anyway, and look at that. Falling in love. So let's take a look at what's going on at this time. Here we have the completion with 28 of something that, probably didn't feel too good. Some of you, I really do feel, some of you met the masculine, okay? Some of you, because here you are, super cute, regardless of whether you're vibing masculine, feminine, or whether you're in a masculine body, a feminine body, or gender non-conforming ideation, whatever, right? Energetically speaking, regardless of how you vibe, you met the masculine side of you in somebody else or in some situation, and it was tough, right? And so energetically speaking, I'm feeling that what was birthed from that was a gift, right? It was the gift of knowledge, a gift of wisdom, the gift of insight, the gift of balance, the gift of understanding. It was a gold nugget for you to now look at and understand, right? And so, bing. And so the issue, though, is that you may have gotten stuck in the feelings, and that's actually a good thing because it gives you a little bit of an idea of how it feels to wield energy in a tough way. So if this reading is for you, regardless of who you are, you don't have to have any significant Aries placements, for example, or Leo placements, for example, at all. But if this reading is for you, under this moon in Aries, you are probably at the tail end of having the universe balance something out for you. The scales, right? And so, yeah, but it's time to now practice and continue to practice that self-love, and let's keep going, right? It's almost like I'm coming back to your energy and meeting you the same place I saw you 2 weeks ago, right? Come on, Aries. Aries energy is very strong. Aries energy right now. Wow. And again, I'm just talking to all of you. You don't have to have Aries energy. Hold on, let me get a sip here. Come on, soldier. Shape up. Get back on the hobby horse. Get back on the hobby horse. This is your hobby. Some of you may have taken a back seat in something that you were doing. You may have left something that you were doing. You may have put something down, 21 minutes, 21 seconds to regroup, to rethink. I'm seeing Gemini energy there. So this probably went down when Mars was in the sign of Gemini, retrograde, right? But now you're getting back out there. I'm getting the word starch for some of you. I don't know why. It's like starch to food, or is it starch your clothes? I don't know. But I'm seeing here that it's almost like you're beating this drum a little bit, like bink, bink. Yeah, just beat it. See what comes. Because Spirit has given something to you. No one's saying sit down and shut up. In fact, Spirit is saying, come on, keep going. That's the Six of Swords, giving mad Six of Wands victory vibrations from this card. It's like dun, 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 dun. Okay. I was going to say you're moving into the next, yeah, right? Because it's a Six of Swords, moving into new waters. But you heard me say coming because I wanted what wanted to come through me was you're coming right back around to where you were, which we know and you're being encouraged to keep going still through that. Because you see, what Spirit is saying is some of you, there you are, and there you are again, you got to pick something up. Some of you, you may find that you're revisiting something that you dropped off a while ago. You may have gotten rid of someone. You may have gotten rid of something. It could even be an ideology. It could have been you giving up on a task that you were given. Or it could be something as simple as maybe you wanted to buy a car and then you felt like, oh, I don't deserve it, or I should spend my money somewhere else, or blah, blah, blah. And then you gave up on that dream. Do not give up just yet. This is not the time. So whatever you're going through right now, grief, right? Whatever you're going through right now, you got to stop it. And again, shape up, soldier. Shape up or ship out. But Spirit's like, no, there's no shipping out. You have to do this. See, I was going to say so, and I did say it, and then I saw that. But so this is my point. This is why they say, always remember, my friend, the world will change again, and you may have to go back, or you will have to go back to everywhere you've been. This is, Natalie Cole sang that beautiful version of that song, right? So a few things are coming through. Don't burn your bridges. Unless you plan to stay on the embankment that you're on now. I mean, you can do whatever you want, right? I'm hearing don't start your clothes so sharply lest you cut someone. So some of you, they're making a joke and they're using clothes because somebody here starches the high heaven out of their clothes. Do people still use starch? Like, wasn't that so good to and then iron over it and then smell that smell thing? It smelled good. But anyway, doing too much, DTM, too much, too austere, too serious. There's something here, and you may cut other people, right? Give me Capricorn vibes there. But another saying they're saying is, wow. don't, well, no, you're gonna put so many words in there. Let me just give you the word without cursing actually, because I don't know YouTube how it is these days. Don't shit where you eat. I'm just seeing the cute little dog bowl, and you're a cute little doggle, and you're like, I guess you shat. I can say that because I don't know, they know the past tense of that word. You shat right in your bowl, and now you're eating. You have to eat the bowl, because you don't eat the bowl, but you eat what's in it. But anyway, my point is, and don't give up, they're saying. But long story short, the golden rule is super important. Now this card is, I've just been holding on to it while I'm waiting to tell you that stuff. Collaboration. Right? Collaboration is coming. You may not collaborate with the same people or the same group or the same institution or organization or whatever it is that you did. You may not collab with that group, but what you have done up until now, there are still people who can benefit from it and who are watching it. So I'm not necessarily getting for you to do a wholesale, a wholesale cutting, and here it is. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the aspect of, just the aspect in general, of wielding a sword that cuts, right? And so if you have a sword, remember, it's very important how you wield your energy. Just because you have a sword doesn't mean that you even have to use it to cut flesh. You can use it to cut cloth. You can use it to sever a piece of wood, or just you don't have to use it to hurt people. So this is again coming through with understanding the importance of wielding your energy. Speaking of wielding your energy, we have the King of Wands who just jumps right in. Now Spirit is talking about learning how to discern the proper use of our yang energy, our creative energy, our dynamic energy, the energy of force, right? So they're saying put that energy into creativity, into creating something, as opposed to letting it fuel the desire to cut. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes we get so impassioned about something. We get so blown away. We get swept away, whatever it is that you want to use, with an energy that's flowing through us. But remember, we're still ultimately responsible for the expression of our energy. I was just telling this to somebody recently. If you work for a company and you're kind of like the boss, or like you're the editor at a publishing house or whatever, it doesn't matter that you have 60 people working under you to pop out this one publication this month, right? Or this year, or this month. If there are mistakes in that publication, you're gonna catch it. You're gonna catch the flack for that. Not employee number 62543 in who was hired in the month of June. No, you. And so it's very important that regardless of how things come onto your desk, regardless of what energies come into your field and animate you and move you and make you impassioned or make you grief-filled or make you laugh or whatever, you're responsible for observing those energies, processing them, and then choosing from a conscious state how to express your energy forward, because you're a creator. And that's why we have karmic law to help us balance and to teach us, once again, to remind us of the proper use of energies. The energies should be used to help people, to protect as needed, right? To create things like that. But even creations and innovations, we always have to run it through ideas of how is it affecting others, right? So anyway, so as this moon in Aries comes by, Spirit is saying, hey man, where you been? Where you at, yo? Look at it, so cute. It's like, take that sadness, regroup, get back out here, and give you 2 cents or 2. You can bring your 2 cents, tell us a little bit of where you've been, what you've been up to, right? You're coming back stronger, smarter, more flexible, hopefully. But I do see a return to where you've been. And, so I wonder what area of life, for you guys who, God bless you, who are listening, what area of life is this affecting you in? For some of you, it could be your relationships, friendships, romance, family. For some of you, it could be the relationship that you hold with your creativity, with the work that you've been doing, with your hobbies. For others, it could be about your ideologies, the ideas that you hold. It could be very much linked to an idea of who you thought you were, your identity, all sorts of stuff. So remember, we're all on this call for universally dynamic, what am I saying? We're all on here because we share the same dynamics, but how it energetic dynamics. But when it manifests for you, the viewer, it's going to manifest in a different way of your life. But you get it, you get it. All right, so let's go ahead, and let's go ahead and see. Let's just pull a few more cards. Okay, that moment when, right? Okay, yeah, let's go. We'll do these guys, and I'm going to have a seat. God bless. Thank you. Thanks for the seat, God. Yay. Whoopsies. Okay. Okay, and again, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and press the like button or super heart it, which is sweet. Thank you guys for being part of my journey. I'm practicing to advertise. Yay! You know, if you've been with me for this 4-year-long journey, you know, I never really did. But anyway, we stepping up. So you know where to find me if you'd like some personal assistance. God bless. God bless. The guides say hello. I just heard that, and they're like, hey. They're so funny. I'm telling you. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Hey, everybody. All right. So let's see, under this beautiful moon in Aries, what additional information do we have for our viewers? Yeah, keep your head up high. You know that song, you gotta keep your head up. Hey, is it? Oh God, how do I not know these words? Okay, anyway, so keep your head up, because I see Archangel Uriel looking up. It's just like, yeah, keep your head up. Ideas are coming in, man. Ideas are coming in for you. Look at this. You got the Chariot card, full speed ahead, tailing along with the Knight of Wands, like energy moving. As soon as you cross over this emotional space, we have the Page of Cups here, right? That's a beautiful energy to be in when you were talking about, I was going to say money. Yeah, money. Yeah, money is coming in for a lot of you guys. But also, this is a beautiful place to be in when we're talking about this watery energy, much better than the grief card, right? This is better. This is an effective use of your feelings, your emotions. Use your emotions to push you in the right directions, not to keep you stuck. And I heard not to keep you standard, because under this moon in Aries energy, you know, with Aries energy in general, and we're being imbued with it right now as the moon is transiting the sign and basically projecting onto all of us this Aries energy, like it's time to shine. Look at her. She's literally she's gold, and she's got this golden scepter, and she's about to be like, And actually earlier, I don't know if you saw, I placed the Song of the Siren card, and I knew it meant something, but it didn't present itself then. This is what it is. This is why it wasn't ready to come through. But now, once you get over this hump and you decide, 7 of Cups, making decisions, you decide to use your, I'm getting for some of you, use your friends wisely, is somebody said. So care for your friends is the one message there. And another message there is there are friends amongst you. Remember, the friends are coming. Didn't they say that? There are friends that are coming in who are going to be able to take you places. You're going to relax in these people's energy. If you're not relaxed, they're not the ones, you know, we're talking about, right? But so these are going to be people who make you feel they're not even doing anything, they're just being themselves, and you feel at home with them. And just to, they're like, say that example again. Oh yeah, I remember where I said it. Maybe it was in client reading, but this should be the kind of friendship where you could be fine not showering for 2 days and talking to them about it, like it's your friends. They know you, they love you. And Spirit is saying, see Archangel Uriel here, his wings are golden here. So it's like the minute you decide, 7 of Cups, to be like, you're just like, it's literally like, it's not like, like emanating. No, it's a siren's call. The minute you do that, Archangel Uriel joins, whatever his, pitch is. My bad. I don't know. Okay? 6 of Water. This is about calling into accordance those contracts that are going to bless you. Speaking of that, 3 of Earth, dynamic collaboration is what I'm getting. So some of you, whoever you guys are, wherever you are, whoever you are, did I say that already? Why ever you are, you're stepping into a magnificent and magnanimous, see that, magnanimous, also referring to your personality. You're a magnanimous collaboration with others. I want to say with someone else, but then it's, well, I'm channeling. So part of me wanted to say with someone else, but it's like, no, it's not romantic. It's with others. And in fact, when I saw this 4 of Swords here, they're saying rest. This is not a time for romance, okay? This is a time for recuperating, regrouping, right? Look at this Queen of Wands. So now this is asking you, as the Queen of Wands, doesn't matter who you are, male, female, gender, non-conforming, you're being asked to make a decision about how you want to channel your energy moving forward. So some of you may be at a place where you're like, well, I don't actually know what to do, right? Then the answer to that is there are many things you can do. Somebody here is being asked to step into mediumship, number 1. Somebody here is being asked to change their medium. For example, if you're an artist, maybe you're used to painting, you're being asked to change your medium. So you may step into charcoal or be encouraged to step into embroidery or something like that. There are alternate avenues for you, the guides are saying. Things are never done, right? Some of you are being encouraged to take a little time out, but when you're ready to try something new, start reading up a little bit on some books, start learning some things. The inspiration may come in there. Spirit may see, oh, this person's like for reals trying to learn how to crochet or embroider. Well, let me send some friends in. Let me send some clients. Let me send some whatever. 8 of Fire, right? 8 of Wands. That's fast moving communication, fast moving energy. Spirit's like, you let us know. This is right on top of the collaboration energy. What do you want? Okay, 7 of Swords, 7 of Air coming through. It's like, you see how it says 7 of Air, but the 7 of Air is the 7 of Swords, right? But look who's here with you, the King of Water, Spirit. So it's like part of you is like, yeah, you're feeling the 7 of Swords energy, like, yeah, but every time I step out of there, every time I step out and I try to do something, people try to hurt me and this happens and blah, blah, blah. And Spirit's like, yeah, because you've been out there doing you've been out there doing alone. You've been doing things alone without collaboration, without accompaniment, without forethought. You're just being out there mindless. You know, if you want to make magic, you want to collaborate with something higher than you, right? Because under that is the 10 of Water, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, 37 minutes, 27 seconds. What's missing? It's from that 27, it's the 3, collaboration. When you get the collaboration, then you have 37 and 37. That's 10, 10. That's collaboration, that's completion, that's the 10 of Cups. It's alignment. So if you want to get out there and really make something that can be shared, that can be lasting, that can hit the right people, hit the right places, hit the right time, hit the bank account, oh, right? Whatever it is that you want, you must reach higher, because the higher energies are bringing a gift of perspective to you that you cannot see. Oh, there's a perspective. There's a gift, right? You can't see. You're out here in the 3rd dimension trying to see, 2 points, you're trying to do something. You need people at higher dimensions, literally, because they can see you and everything below you. Now, when they want to see themselves, they have to go to the higher dimension, to their higher self. So then that can come down and see that, right? So the whole point is we are all just trying to get it together. Collaboration. During this moon in Aries, I almost said moon in Pisces, whoop, whoop. During this moon in Aries, it's time for you to get active. Do not give up just yet. Do not give up, because people are watching you. I'm definitely getting that there are people who are watching you. There are people who are looking for you. There are people who are waiting for you. You're not alone, but you're all up in this closet trying to be alone. Like, where are you at? Why? Start in there. Get out. And you're choosing to be in there because you're choosing to have perceptions that aren't real. And that's just going to keep you in despair. And that's what we mean when we mean breaking your own heart, because now you're feeding yourself your own ideas. And it's just not real. Okay, so get back to work, get out, come see the sunshine, do something with your life. No, I'm joking. Was that someone's dad? Do something with your life? I don't know. Get out, come here. If you need to speak to me, come here. I don't know why I said that. So maybe somebody would like or could use a little direction there. You know where to find me. But come out of where you've been and resume partnership with those you feel comfortable with, confident with, and be mindful of how you move, how you wield your energy, how you use yourself and your words and everything, and we're good. That's what the guides are saying. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close off this energy. Anything else that I need to say, guys? I don't know why I heard doctor patience. Okay, so that's for somebody here. Doctor patience. If it's for you, you're gonna know what it is. All right. Until then, guys, happy mooning. And keep an eye out for any subsequent videos. And if you'd like to have any services done with a capital S, you know exactly where to find me. And until then, God bless you. Bye.